What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Rewind Theater. This time we're rewinding the new Mad Max, the video game trailer.
Yes.
I'm Damon Hatfield, joined by Brandon Hunt.
Hello.
And this game is all of a sudden looking really cool.
Really awesome.
This could be, I'm gonna call it right now, this could be this year's Shadow of Mordor.
Oh, dang.
Open world
with
apocalypse game with Batman and Assassin's Creed style combat. That's how I would describe it.
I'm super with you there. Automatically, I'm loving the look of this thing. It looks like they updated it to kind of match Mad Max Fury Road's.
Yeah, it sort of has a similar look. Although we should point out this is not based on the movie.
Correct.
It's not like telling that story. It's not this. Tom Hardy's not in this game.
Right. They are riding the hype train for sure.
The first detail that I noticed here at the very beginning of the trailer is, car combat is a big feature of the Mad Max series. We should expect a lot of that in the game. And here you can see sort of a little detail in your HUD when there's car damage happening. There's a glass shattering effect at the bottom of the screen there, which is like, in a shooter, whenever you get hurt, blood splatters on the screen. Right. It's like just sort of that sort of.
It looks like it sort
there.
of like makes its way all the way across, or kind of like in a circular pattern, to kind of like if you have a full circular break in the screen, it looks like you're out of luck there. So here we go. Here's Max doing his thing.
Now this is interesting. The series has traditionally taken place. They're Australian movies,
right?
And he's driving on the right side of the car here. So I'm gonna guess that they're still setting the game in Australia.
Cool.
But look at this.
Cool little homage to the first.
But Mad Max did not have a daughter. Mad Max had an infant son. So spoilers. Correct. Sorry if you haven't seen the first Mad Max. He had a wife and an infant son who were both killed.
Right.
So they're taking some liberties with the Mad Max lore here. Looks like.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they flesh that out. So look at this here. This is this seems like more like it's matching the newer. It looks closer to
these guys look like a guy
type guys.
Yeah.
And also Fury Road type guys. These
guys look nearly identical. I wonder if that's just like a video game trick, like they're just copying their bad guys.
Copy pasting. Yeah. Sure.
They take everything from you at the beginning of the game. You lose your car, you lose all your armor and your equipment. Here you can see they're impounding your car. I think this is like the I don't know what car parts are called. This is the top half of your car that they've attached to their bulldozer thing over here.
Like sort of showing off their kill.
I mentioned that this game could be this year's Shadow of Mordor, but a lot of the gameplay that we see here reminds me a bit of Tomb Raider.
Totally, yes.
Right? I'm totally getting a Tomb Raider vibe here.
A little Uncharted.
Yeah.
A little Last of Us in the combat area. Yeah. I'm seeing.
Sure.
But I like it.
I like that you get the chance to, since you lose your car in the beginning, you get to customize and build your own car.
Right.
So
pick your new. You get to pick your new ride.
Yeah.
It's called the Magnum Opus. Look at all these upgrades. Take a look here. So there's so much you can do.
Ramming grill upgrades.
So going through, there's a lot of stuff you can do. You can obviously you can upgrade all your armor. You can upgrade like all your tricks. You got probably put some spikes on your wheels and things like that. But it looks like I think go ahead. You can go through and border defense there at the bottom. You can see that.
Yeah, armor upgrades.
There's tons of stuff like you can change. You can upgrade like how much kind of like resistance you have when you smash guys with your car. Mm-hmm. All sorts of things like that. This is really tricked out here.
This is the menu screen. It says pause at the top. There are bios for the characters you meet. Presumably, the Max tab is where you can upgrade actual Max's skills and armor. Garage is for your car, and then there's this legend tab. I wonder what that's about. Maybe it's
a map. Maybe it's a lore. Maybe it's lore. Like when you learn about new guys and stuff.
The Magnum Opus, just the way you want.
I think the next thing we want to point out is about the 1 minute and a half mark here. It's getting really into the good stuff.
Really intense. This is the Last of Us.
Oh yeah, so I just like this is a good example of with the combat. You can apparently use the environment to take out enemies.
That's awesome.
Here he slams his head against the wall there.
Look at that cool splatter that when you kind of when you do certain hits,
like when you break a bone or something.
Yeah.
It's white. I wonder if that's just for this.
Is it like?
I would rather it be really red, like blood, but
I like it.
Yeah,
it's cool.
There's like this is like a roaming nomad salesman. This is the guy. This is the what are you buying?
Yeah, I was just gonna say what are you buying? I think his name's Griffin. Is that what he said?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, cool. So hang tight on here. Look at this. So this looks like you can upgrade like how much you could carry, right? Looks like at the top you can like beef
Yeah,
up
upgrade your health,
bars, everything. But there's so many things here, which is really rad.
Yeah.
How much gas you can carry? It looks like.
Tell me what's your guess? What's happening here? They're showing us some more like they say. Ammo is scarce, but you can use other objects as weapons.
Right. So look, it looks like
what happens here is. Oh, you want to see what happens?
Yeah. So look back at this weapon here. Like it seems like.
This is like a hockey stick with a blade attached to it.
So you can kind of craft a little bit, a la Dead Rising.
Maybe some Dead Rising weapon crafting. But what happens here is he pulling a pin on a guy's grenade, or does he stick a thing of dynamite into this guy, pushes him away? Okay, so he sticks something that's like flaming into this guy, kicks him away.
There must be like a pin or something, a point of contact.
And then he explodes.
Yeah.
Stabs him with an exploding spear.
So cool.
I also really like how you can throw
Toss.
people off ledges.
Yep.
That's really,
Bye,
that's
see
really
ya.
nice.
Good
touch.
night. Here, okay, this is neat. Looks like he's on a kind of like a scrap collecting mission.
like so you can like tow, which presents a lot of interesting possibilities. Maybe you could attach it to an enemy car, pull off their tires.
Oh wow.
Maybe a building is like up on an elevated platform. You can pull the support out from under it, bring the building down. But what's also interesting is that you have a helper in the back of your car with you.
I think this is Griffin still, looks like. Maybe it is. Oh no, I don't think it is.
I don't think it's that guy.
No.
But like maybe you can just recruit helpers to roll with you.
So it looks like we're getting this chassis here. Maybe you're buying new cars.
Here
maybe
you have
you're
to
building stuff.
pull the lid off this like underground bunker.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
This is your this is
There's definitely like a crafting element to the game.
a giant wheel.
Yeah.
A giant truck wheel. So this is probably where you can start to craft all sorts of cool gadgets and things.
There's also a nod to the movies. There's an eating mechanic you have to eat. And here he's eating a can of dog food.
Yep.
That's not just something random. That's actually a quote from I think it's Road
DKD.
Warrior.
Yeah.
He's eating dog food and sharing it with his dog.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and also Tomb Raider.
Nice. Look at this. So
Apparently some oil pumps still working.
Yeah, maybe that's a mission. You got to try and get that oil pump to go for you. This is cool. So you can do kind of like an Overwatch scouting type of thing, maybe like Far Cry.
Yeah.
You kind of like snoop out.
Maybe there's
enemy
outposts,
bases.
fortresses that you have to take down.
This is
the
cool. The ramming mechanics.
Yeah, here we see the screen, the glass shattering effect
Nice.
again.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So there's
This guy's
the enemy's name is Scrotus. I don't know if this is him, if they're just showing us like some of his captains, because they show another guy here who's very Road Warrior-esque.
Right.
The
Look at that
main
mask.
villain in Road Warrior also wore a metal hockey mask.
Something kind of.
Look at that like mace he's got there too.
Yeah, it's like a crazy like razor orb type of deal.
Out here, if you want to increase your
This
is more of the
pretty
eating
gnarly.
mechanic. There's like flies on this rotting corpse.
Going for those maggots, I guess.
Yeah, so he eats the maggots. Oh, it's gnarly.
This is cool. So we got a first-person view.
Yeah.
That seems pretty rad. To go, you don't have to do your third-person.
Yeah.
Normal kind of GTA like.
I know some
driving.
people. I prefer to drive in third person in games, but I know some people like first person.
Yeah, for sure. This is really cool.
You must be ruthless.
I bet it helps with aiming a lot.
Wasteland is no
I'll jump ahead to the 3-minute 20-second mark.
Cool.
making
So this
alliances
is
with these
an
inhabitants,
ally.
help them and
Yeah, so
And here's your
this is their
spots.
outpost, and it says if you make friends with them and help them fend off the enemies, they can
their stronghold
upgrade.
thrive.
This is cool.
So you can
Boom.
say you've upgraded the stronghold here.
Nice.
I don't know if that's just cosmetic or if it actually will
If it actually
ends up
does anything.
benefiting you.
Right.
and provide you with additional aid along your journey.
This is cool.
Yeah, so out there in the background, we'll get a closer look of it. But I think that's a ship. So
Oh, wow.
why is there a ship here? Is this a dried out sea?
Is
Right?
it the ship
I mean-
from Waterworld?
Yeah.
This guy's
That's-
guy's gnarly looking.
yeah.
Look at his
What happened
look
to
at
him?
all of his piercings and everything.
Yeah, he's got this like metal just shoved through his skin on his forehead and the cross of his nose there.
So this is your typical kind of meeting new characters, going off on missions,
And that's where
Yeah.
I come in.
collecting all sorts of things for these guys and making allies and doing kind of.
Is this Troy Baker? This really would be the Shadow of Mordor of the year.
And that's where I come in, huh?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
I hope so.
You're set for ammo for life.
Cool.
You
So
must
this is
guard the forces that
It
rule
looks
the
like the
wasteland.
second guy we saw, right? No,
This is a
isn't.
totally different.
This is a whole new guy. So
Well,
I'm
at least
wondering
they're
if
just
he's-
giving us a glimpse of like the varied environments
Okay.
and different sort of clans
Right.
of people you're going to encounter.
This guy's gnarly.
Unpredictable
I love this. The plane shots in here. This is pretty rad.
Yeah, the weather elements seem to be taken from the new movie too.
Yeah, totally.
Sandstorms.
The
whatnot.
kind of color palette.
Yeah.
Is definitely
You go
there.
underground. You encounter these guys with the glowing red eyes.
Whoa.
The mole people, maybe.
Yeah.
And
Thunderdome.
here we go.
Thunderdome.
Any Mad Max fan will be happy to learn that there is a Thunderdome in the game. Two men enter, one man leave. However, in this case, are they both men?
Ooh, look
Is
at
this
her.
is this
Him,
a
her,
woman?
him?
I can't tell.
Can't tell either. It looks very. Yep. Nope.
I
That is a lady.
I think it's a lady.
Claire, with some purple paint.
yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue as easily. One man, one woman enter.
Yeah.
Either one man or one woman leaves.
Two people enter.
Yeah.
One people leave.
Yeah.
What little you have left.
Oh, cool. Look at these missions here.
Yeah, the final detail that I noticed is that I'm happy to
Yes.
see because it's important for the way that I like to play video games is I like to snipe.
Yes.
I like to keep my distance from the outpost
Yep.
and just snipe off
I
as
like
many
to pick
people
'em
as I
off
can. Yeah.
Before you go in and do the real damage.
Yeah. That's about it that I pulled out of the new trailer. Is there
There's
anything else?
that-
Is there anything else you want to note?
There's that weapon again. The spiky explodey guy.
Spiky exploding guy.
That's the official term for it. I'm sure it'll work.
Which one here?
You will survive.
Bam.
I think that's his shotgun. He usually
Oh, it
usually rolls with the sawed-off
Oh,
shotgun.
look at
here.
that. It's so fancy. It's all
Yeah.
teched out. There it is. Nice. Cool. Well, spiky shotgun guy.
Yeah.
There you go. There was a thing that I read that said that you have to brave the elements as well. So you get caught up in sandstorms
Yeah.
and apparently random lightning storms and things like that as you're traversing the world.
Yeah, I was super excited about the new movie.
Mhm.
The game, we've seen before and it didn't look so hot.
Right.
But it looks like maybe they turned this thing around. Now
Upgrade complete.
now I'm totally excited about
Super on board.
this game. Obviously coming September 4th.
Which can't come soon enough.
Yeah,
Looks amazing. I'm definitely in and sold.
Yep.
How about you?
I'm totally in.
Cool. Thumbs up.
All
from
in.
us.
Brandon, thanks for joining me for this
thank you.
Rewind Theater on the new Mad Max gameplay trailer. For more on this game and the movie Mad Max, stay tuned, IGN.